So almost everybody knows. Obianim at stands now say for South American players, my first choice any them for them to come to England. For them, ideally, the first stop should be in Portugal or Spain. Why? The Portuguese had a very good hand in terms of colonization of Brazil. And indeed, that's why in Brazil, their common language or their mother tongue is Portuguese. The Spanish language and Portugal, of course, both in the Iberian Peninsula, both sides of the Iberian Peninsula, they are similar. So Portuguese people and then Spanish people have similar food, similar culture, similar way of doing stuff. So they are considered to be similar. So for a lot of Spanish players, they are much more comfortable in going to Spain than any other thing. And it is the reason why, for long part, most clubs, most teams in Europe, let's say in England and in Italy most of the times, and even in Germany, and of course in France, did not get the best talent in Brazil or South America most of the times. Because these boys always wanted to go to Spain or Portugal. Because like I said, culture is similar, language is easy, hence assimilation is easy for them. But this time, Todd Bowley, Baghdad, Egbali have come to understand, say, in thriving in world of football, they need to get some of the best talent across the world. And when you say across the world, it means that some of the talents that you get in South America, you need to go after them and go after them hard. You need to push for them. You need to make sure you are getting these talents and getting them now, because it's important that you get these boys. Because if you don't get them, it is easy for Madrid and then Bayern and Barca to have them. Now, the story of Hendrik and then Estevao Willian. So if you go to Palmeiras, they had three top players: Guiu, Estevao Willian, also known as Messinho, and then Hendrik in there. Now, Chelsea had spoken to Hendrik. First of all, Hendrik about Chelsea, na Chelsea ni din komo. Hendrik by no. Nipo betna in chain with Chelsea was Thiago Silva and Nebusia for. Now, around the same time, na Barca so any already Hendrik Musa din komo. Now, there is a man called Huli Khalifat. My bonnie did several times, both on enshrining, as he said. He's the man I want to lead him Madrid for scout when you go to South America. And he has been a go-to person in terms of getting some of these best talent in South America. Now, every time he gets them. Every time he gets these best talent. And Huli Khalifat did an excellent job in Rodrigo Goes, did an excellent job in Enei Hendrik, did an excellent job even in trying to get other talent like Vinicius Junior from Brazil on them. Now, St. Togbole and Baghdad Egbali came in. One of the things that has been very, very important to them, they said, they will get the best talent in South America. They will compete with Madrid with the best for the best talent in South America. Among can say, oh, just because these boys are comfortable in staying in either part of the Iberian Peninsula, that is Portugal or Spain, then they will allow them go there without any fight. They said, no, we will go in for these boys. We will push. You may make sure so we will get these boys, and then at the end of the day, they will come also to us. We will make a good case for them. Immediately at Madrid for Enya Hendrik, no. Palmeiras obviously wanted to let Estevao Willian go. They knew that sooner or rather later, the boy will go. So how do we get Estevao Willian? You better Estevao Willian your turn. And Chelsea got wind of Estevao Willian. Now, my main story of how Chelsea first got wind of Estevao Willian is now. There is a Chelsea scout, Chelsea South American scout, Chelsea South American scout in Ghana. Your friend Alysson Marines. Now, Alysson Marines, the first one, he scouted Estevao Willian, then Hendrik. I don't catch you say, Madrid, SEO Befa Hendrika. Omunjana Madrid, Hendrik. But they should focus on Estevao Willian because Estevao Willian, and they had the next big thing power when they go to Spain or South America. So they should go ahead and let him know. So what Chelsea, first of all, they said, they contacted the president of Palmeiras, Oyoba, your friend Leila Pereira. Now, when Chelsea contacted Leila Pereira, they wrote down, outlined exactly how they want to get Estevao Willian to Chelsea And why they believe strongly, say, they have a very, very good sporting project for the boy, and why they think, say, in terms of finances, they will be the best thing for Chelsea to pay the money. It's an operation Estevao Willian at Chelsea starting. It has been almost 3 to 4 years at Chelsea pushing Estevao Willian to Chelsea. And they've now gotten the breakthrough for Estevao Willian to Chelsea. And oh my God. It's a idea. Almost push for a very, very long time, and finally they've gotten the breakthrough. Also, idea about money very, very quick, and he said, Papa, a friend of Andre Carey, or not an agency, ownership for Victor Roque, Barcelona for Center for Fiifi-Manfred Brazil by Victor Roque. Or no, as soon as the agent for Brent FN Estevao Willian was our agency. So just when Andre Carey had issues with Estevao Willian, and he had issues with Barcelona, Chelsea contacted him and told him, "Yeah, but so what Alysson Marines? Now we Estevao Willian because a player, Yetiri Passer is an important person in the Chelsea project and episode. So quickly, it's a Osha in the picture that I'm showing right now. As Andre Carey is pictured with Mami and friend Leila Pereira, and in Leila, both of them, and Estevao Willian wrote in the shirt of Andre Carey and said, "On this day of the 22nd of June 2024, I signed for Chelsea because of Andre Carey." And Andre Carey was very important. Chelsea now have told Andre Carey, said he is the now go-to person Chelsea want to do any job in Brazil. Of course, linking up with Alysson Marines. Saying maybe we are joining of players at Chelsea or South America, and in this case, Estevao Willian. I know Chelsea found out a lot of young stars. Whether they will hit the potential or not, nobody knows. Nobody knows tomorrow. But you can only go back and talk about what people who know this boy have said about him. And to be very honest with you, almost everybody on Hendrik Ayajumebia, almost everybody was saying Hendrik, a top player, has been very clear that this boy is going up to the top in terms of quality and what he can give you. And Oshe Estevao Willian Honoma. Palmeiras in Chelsea standard player Estevao Willian starting again and ram. Palmeiras and they in the 10th position. Now it is an interview of Neymar dos Santos da Silva, Asemo Kai, and almost the whole world is accepting that Hendrik Estevao Willian is truly the next phase of Brazilian football. Saying Hendrik, and Vinicius, and Rodrigo goes. He thinks this boy called Estevao Willian. And Neymar say, I think Estevao is the next big talent that's coming from Brazil. I think he will be a genius. According to base edition of Brazil. That's exactly what happened. And Palmeiras for junior side coach, Brazil for youth team coach has also said very clearly, this is the guy to take over other teams who we are seeing now by storm, and everything is going to go on well for Branta FN, Hendrik, Estevao Willian. Of course, apart from Estevao Willian, it is the same reason that Chelsea across South America to come and ask of Aaron and Selmino. I can several times for Selmino. Chelsea believes in terms of centre backs, it's also an opportunity in the South American market in Boca Juniors. Nibble relatively 19 million for a centre back of his age. 6'2". He has quality on and on the ball, very aggressive, reads the game very well. Chelsea are going in. Just about the last few hours in the Manchester United, Muswabem trying to push in and get a branch Aaron and Selmino. He's a quality centre back, and Chelsea want to get a job done. And Osha now, Alysson Marines and now again, Nejuma and all making sure that this boy, Aaron and Selmino also the job gets done. So it's Aaron and Selmino again, Alysson Marines, and they push. He will officially meet Boca Juniors and Aaron Alysson Marines. Maybe share Boca Juniors for about Aaron and Selmino to get a job done. He has already finished the job of Estevao Willian until we back to Argentina to finish up with Abrantia, their friend Aaron and Selmino. So Chelsea's chief scout in South America, they push very, very, very hard, including board members of South America. They push say, with Abrantia, your friend Aaron and Selmino, a very, very good centre back from Boca Juniors in Argentina. Young centre back, very aggressive on the ball, stepping into midfield and what have you. He's a very, very good player. Also, Chelsea again are going for all of the big talents. Marc several times. Me, I don't want to explain again. People will always disagree because it hasn't gotten to the point where Chelsea are reaping results of these players. But I'm telling you for a fact that if you are patient and you analyze stuff and you look away from just the rhetorics and the results now, you can understand the kind of team Chelsea are building. 5 years ago, when Madrid were buying Orienchi Mini, buying Eduardo Camavinga, buying Vinicius Jr., buying Rodrigo Goes, nobody knew them. Nobody knew them. But because it is Madrid, because they've done it before, because they are winning, people don't really ask questions. And I think that is where Todd Boehly, Baghdad Degabali, and the Chelsea team are going. Stockpiling on the best talent. And this time, it's the boy from Spain, our friend Marc Guiu. The release clause already out. Man, in Spain, buying a player who has a release clause is so easy. Just tell the player, say you want to buy out this release clause, go to the Spanish Federation, pay the release clause, and then they will let the club know what you're buying the release clause, and you're done. So you just need to get the player's consent. And that's why if you've listened to every other commentary free, Marc Guiu, whatever, it is hinged majorly on the player saying whether you agree or not agree. Now, a lot of people have said a lot of things in there. One of the things that's very clear, also with Marc Guiu, possibilities to join Chelsea, he said, Enzo Maresca has earmarked the boy. He said he has watched him, is good enough. Again, last season, Xavi Hernandez was clear that Marc Guiu is already ripe and can play in the first team and is good enough to move on in there. But there was Victor Roque, and then the one said Sam, and that was blocking Marc Guiu. Also, my brother friend Robert Lewandowski, everybody knows the quality of Robert Lewandowski. So he always made it difficult for Marc Guiu to get into the Barca team. For a team like Chelsea, they need centre backs, they need centre forwards, they need someone that could bring them. He's a Spanish centre back that's also very physical, very aggressive, huge mentality, and he's a good guy. And Chelsea believes that he can come in. The finish, is said to be very strong. According to the scout report that's available to me, off the ball movement, very strong, instinct, very strong, heading or aerial ability, very strong, athleticism, very strong. The pace isn't too high as compared to Nicolas Jackson. That's just good. Technique, good. Link-up play, good. Work rate also seems to be very good. And his style of play is a goal poacher. He's a proper number 9 striker. And they call him, say he's the needed striker for the modern day La Liga play. He isn't just a holder player, but a goal poacher. In and around the box, he will give you goals in there. Tall player, fantastic athlete with an excellent body mass ratio, physical strength, and then a natural fitness. Great off-the-ball movement as well, above average decision-making, intelligence and composure, killer instinct, and then powerful and accurate finishing. I can't several times say, Chelsea needs a killer. Nicolas Jackson ain't a killer. You need a killer. And they believe that as part of all the scouts that they've done. I think that you see. So at Chelsea now, one of the things that you need to understand then is see, after all is said and done, Chelsea's strongest department, what on my team name, on my scouting department. The scouting department is the most strongest department of Chelsea's department as it stands now. And that's why they keep on getting some of the best talent in the world. And Marc Guiu, the next player here on the ranks. And I know as it stands now, the better thing for you to make any conclusion or not, if the boy is good or not. But it's going to take a while. It's always going to take a while. It's always going to take some time. And we're going to see Sir Brandt, your friend, Marc Guiu is going to be an important player apart for Chelsea. So you want to be a little bit careful. You want to wait and see how Marc Guiu says ever called Chelsea. But Chelsea are looking at him. They are waiting for a possible agreement on the player side. Marca said in the La Liga there, and your problem cry if you want to get a player our release clause. You just go to La Liga, pay the release clause, get an agreement for the player, and La Liga will in turn contact the club. No matter Chelsea player and release clause. No. Marc Guiu has a 60 million release clause. Trust me, it's a very, very good fee. Barca offer the contract extension as it stands now. According to Mundo Deportivo, he hasn't really extended the contract that Barca has with him, and he's waiting to see if he can go for Chelsea. But he loves Chelsea. He loves the Chelsea project. He's waiting to see if he's going to accept and go in for Chelsea projects now. So he would want to play in the Premier League as well in the Abrante friend Marc Guiu 2026. He would be signed by Chelsea internally, and they chose him to be the best part for his growth. The club will now decide if Maresca would want it to be at Chelsea or not. It's something that we'll wait to see. Of course, Omari Kiliman over the weekend, I reported to you said Nobene in the medicals. Now this morning he was on his way to do his medicals. The medical is done. He's now a Chelsea player from Aston Villa. 20 million, of course. And over the weekend, I tried to explain to you why Kiliman moved to Chelsea and financial engineering now Chelsea for the Aston Villa for him. They did that because all of them PSR and they want to try and beat the rules. So all of them try to navigate and circumvent the processes and both of them are going to get what they want. So Chelsea are buying Omari Kiliman for that. Aston Villa will get 20 million on their books, and they're also buying Jan Matson and 1 year on the contract, so 37 million. So Chelsea being at 37 million. Pure profit. So was also very, very important. Jonathan David is on conversation. People have said if it's just about goal scoring, then Chelsea should get him. I'm still not convinced about Jonathan David. It will take some time for me. 2023-2024 season was 33 goals. 22-23 was 30 goals. 21-22 was 19 goals. 2020-2021 17 goals. It tells you, say he's a prolific striker. But in the French League, but then again, almost everybody that you buy is supposed to be for some of these leagues in team. They can't release it just because in the French League they're not good enough. So we want to see how Jonathan David and says so if you're a Manchester United fan, all right, Chelsea, if you watched to this point, of course, you need to subscribe to the channel and turn on notification. If you got to this point, subscribe to the channel, turn on notification, share the link. No more enjoy analysis now. I see any sports will be a woman. Fatum, no be any share, no be enjoy analysis no Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. There are lots of things that's going on, of course. This evening there is the Euros in there. But let me give you the tips of all the transfers that Esansoba are from the various clubs in the next 4 minutes in there. Kingsley Coman possibly so better joining Paris Saint-Germain, buying phone up to now. I've not renewed the contracts now, Kitano, and they want to possibly extend his contract. FC by a Moonshin in the Kingsley Coman. Sikon gets on better within 40 to 50 million for Rancher friend Kingsley Coman in there, according to Build and yes, I reportage, in the Ricardo Calafiori, a player at Juventus, were pushing very, very hard to get it done. But as I said, things have cooled. Gianluca Di Marzio is telling me this afternoon, said Juventus have cooled their interest in Ricardo Calafiori after Bologna informed him, said a high asking price. So maybe a foreign club can come and Liverpool channel. Chelsea will also look good at Ricardo Calafiori, but that's not concrete as it stands now. There is a branch here of Napoli, the Neapolitan monster. Your friend of Victor Osimhen also. The Orientals in the last few years have reduced the asking price for a branch here, friend of Victor Osimhen, and possibly somewhere around 80 to 100 million. Any team at all in Europe can get him, and then he's going to go in there and possibly play for them. Now the big one in the transfer market and the ASL, Ruud van Nistelrooy. After saying on it, Burnley for it didn't come up to possibly become the next Burnley manager, and all the conversation in the Championship next season. Ruud van Nistelrooy, as it stands now, looks like he's leaning towards rejoining Manchester United this time, not as a player, but as a coach and an assistant to Eric Ten Hag, our English Premier League. We want to see Vincent Company at the Burnley Funny relegation where John Moore, he has gone to FC by mission, and it looks as if said the possible success and come take care of Jumano in Ruud van Nistelrooy is not taking the job. He's going to be an assistant to Eric Ten Hag, and possibly there one day he's going to be a Manchester United manager. That's it with Ruud van Nistelrooy, a legend, absolute legend of Tima, your friend Manchester United. Of course, today was the birthday of Lionel Messi, Andrea Pulicini, what's not like they say it. 1,065 games, 837 goals, 373 assists, 8 Ballon d'Or staggering, and 44 trophies as a player for Abrantia, your friend Lionel Messi Pulicini. I need to see Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. If you not subscribe to the channel, it's your last chance. Subscribe, turn on notification, share the link, turn on notification in there. Make sure somebody choose you all, and I'll hear from you. I mean, I watch channel like we do in the morning, in the evening, and the out. This evening again, at 9 p.m. There's another update at the out because the transfer we do that and we need to update you consistently. It's stick and stay. Be sure. Bye bye.